You're watching a video tutorial on how to set up your air schedule or assigning clocks for the scheduling functions. Prior to assigning your clocks or creating your air schedule, you'll first have to create clocks. So you'll want to review the play schedule video tutorials as well as the sections in the manual, as well as the creating clocks video tutorial and those portions of the manual in order to have all your clocks ready. Because essentially the only way to create an air schedule is by having those clocks to assign. So to access the air schedule screen or the assign clock screen, go to scheduling and then select assign clocks. Now here you'll have the full week schedule. Actually at this point we already have an air schedule set up. As you'll notice in that different hours they have different colors set up for them, and that means that our air schedule is already assigned. So you can view the hours by clicking on view hours and looking at the different hours. You can also unassign either individual hours or the entire week. And so for this example I'm going to go ahead and clear out the air schedule for the entire week. So let's go back to assign hours. So this is where I'm going to assign the different clocks as well as the schedules to the different hours. And let's say Sunday at 12 a.m. I want it to be an automation hour, so I select my automation clock and then I click on the automation hour type. And then any hour that I click on, it will assign that clock as well as that hour type. So those are our green automation hours and they are set to the automation clock. And those are clocks that I created previously. So let's say 6 a.m. and the other morning hours are going to be satellite hours, and I'm going to put them on source 3 and I'm going to give them a jock folder of 1. And so let's go ahead and now assign those source 3 satellite hours to 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. and so forth. And so satellite will kick on during those hours and it'll look to channel 3 and it'll use the jock 1 folders. So let's say now it's live assist and I'm going to use Mary's recipes clock. And so I'm going to assign those. And those clocks can be very basic and contain next to nothing in it, or it can have basic elements to it, or very extensive elements to it. So let's go ahead and make the rest of these hours automation. And let's say that I like this Sunday schedule. So what I'll do is I'll actually copy the day. And let's say I want to put this onto Saturday as well. So I've copied Sunday and I select Saturday and then I click paste. And so now my air schedule from Sunday is pasted to Saturday. So essentially I've just done the weekend air schedule, and let's say that my weekday schedule is a little bit different. But first let's take a look at the scheduler screen and let me show you how you can actually access those clocks. So let's go to Sunday and I'm looking at 11 a.m. One nice feature is that you can take that clock or template and you can place it into the schedule and replace whatever was currently in there. So in other words, if you have a nice template that you like to use every week, you can simply go back and use that function. So now let's go ahead and create an air schedule for the rest of the weekdays. So let's go to Monday 12 a.m. and let's select a music clock. So it's going to be a different clock, but it's going to be an automation hour. And I'll select that for these morning AM hours, early morning. So let's say for some reason, let's say we're going to go ahead and do live assist, and again it's Mary's recipes clock, and I'll go ahead and assign it for those different hours. And let's say I have a weekday morning clock but it's also live assist, and I'll have those for the 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. So let's say now I'm going back to automation. So this is just a good example of how varied and different your clock may be, or your week schedule. And this is essentially where you'll assign how you want the automation to act during those hours. In automation hours, it'll always make sure that you fill the hours completely. In satellite hours, it's going to be going to that specific satellite source. In live assist hours, it will allow you to have dead air if you want it to be, because it's assuming that a live operator is going to be there. More detailed information is contained inside the instruction manual, and I strongly recommend reading about the different hour types as well as how to create the different clocks. So let's say I like that Monday schedule and I want to copy and paste it to the rest of the week. All I have to do is simply copy Monday and paste it to each day, and that is it. So this concludes the video tutorial for the air schedule or assigning clocks screen.